Hello everyone, welcome to our second lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn conditional execution. You can find the similar content in our textbook. The corresponding chapter is chapter 3. In this lesson, we have 4 objectives. Logical structure. We are going to learn what is logical structure and the types of logical structures. And then we learn and we try out how to write if statement and some more complex example like if-else statements. After we learn all this, we will use the live session to combine if statement and if-else statement to solve a more complex problem. Okay, let's first look at the logical structure. What is logical structure? Why you need them? The logical structure is used to help you construct your thought on doing the task. If you want to code your lines to solve a particular task, you need to think through what you are going to do and how do you do them. And there are 3 types of logical structure: sequential structure, control structure, and loop structure. We will leave loop structure in our next lesson, lesson 3, and talk about sequential structure and control structures in the following couple of slides. Sequential structure. A sequential structure is a set of statements that execute in order that they appear. What does this mean? Let me first give you one example. Let's see this Python code example. We have 5 lines. In the first line, we write name is equal to input, please enter your name. Okay, you give your name to the computer and Python read it. And in the next line, you say age is equal to int input what is your age. You gave your age number and that number is changed, is transferred into the int type of variable in Python. After you give these 2 inputs, you use the print function to show, okay, here is the data you entered, what's your name and what's your age. Eventually, what you complete is a task. This task includes 2 inputs and show 3 messages on Python control. And this is a sequential structure code. It's direct. It's the task, the lines is executed one by one from top to the bottom. So some problems can now be solved by performing a set of ordered steps one after the other. For example, a deal hunting program needs to decide what is a good deal. For that type of problem, you need to make a decision and you need to use the control structure. A control structure is a logical design that controls the order in order to make the program run depends on what you decide. So it looks like that. You want to make a decision. You want to make a decision depends on condition. So the condition is the control. You need to make your decision based on this condition, and it works like this. If the weather is cold outside, this condition is true, you wear a coat. That's your action. So in this control structure, you made a decision whether or not to wear a coat depends on the condition, what's the weather like outside. If the weather is cold, you wear a coat. So if the condition is true, you do the action. If the condition is false, you don't do the action. You move to next step. And the condition in this diamond symbol must be tested before you do the action. So that is why we call it is a control structure. You need a condition to do your action. A condition is an expression in Python. It can involve relation operators, or logical operators, or just true or false value. You need your condition to be the state, whether it is true or false. So let me give you some example. You can set your condition, like say, A, whether or not A is equal to 4. If A is equal to 4, okay, this condition is true. If A is not equal to 4, then this condition is false. Similarly, you can also set B condition. Okay. Please let me talk about this slide again. So in the control structure, you need a condition. The condition is very important for you to decide whether or not you want to do this action. So how do you make a condition? A condition is an expression. It can involve relational operators or logical operators, or just true or false. For example, let's say we give the value A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 6. Now A and B have values. A is 4, B is 6. The condition we can make is A is smaller than or equal to B. We need to test this condition, and the result of this condition using this relational operator is true, because A is 4, B is 6, B is larger than 4. So this relationship, this condition, A is smaller than or equal to B, is equal to true. So the condition is true. And the result of a condition must be true or false. And true or false is a Boolean type of variable in Python. You normally use true or false to represent the result of a condition. You can use relational operators to get the condition, to make the condition test, or you can use the logical operator to make the condition test. No matter what you use, the result must be true or